Bitcoin is a freedom tool, and what happened yesterday is not only good for freedom, but it will also have a very positive effect on the Bitcoin price. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, I have 3 epic news items, I have 5 amazing charts, and yes, I will end the video with an inspirational quote. Let's quickly jump into this first news items that are really epic. This is a big moment for Bitcoin, guys. Bam! First news item, the US House has passed all 3 Bitcoin and crypto bills, guys. So yes, it has passed the Clarity Bill, the Genius Act, and the Anti-CBDC bill. All of those 3 were passed. Of course, the last one is the best for me, guys. There won't be a central bank's digital currency created by the Federal Reserve or the government. They are not allowed to create fake money again, because that fake money will be backed by another fake money that is printed out of thin air, and that is not allowed anymore in the United States. No centralized bank digital currency. This is a massive win for Bitcoin. This is a massive win for freedom. I'm already looking forward to the reaction of Europe, because when Trump made that decision, he kind of made a very big move for the whole world, because I don't think that Europe now can say, but we will do a central bank's digital currency, because then they will lose the support of the United States when it comes to war and many other things. And Europe can't live without the help of the United States when it comes to a war, because then Europe would be crushed by, for example, Russia or China or any other world country that has a massive army, guys. So Europe kind of depends on the United States, and the United States now telling them, hey, USDT, that's a stable coin, that is allowed, it's United States product, and they are backed, so you need to allow them in Europe as well. Europe will say, yeah, okay. Meh, that's what Europe's gonna answer. Then the United States says, and our central bank is not allowed to create a central bank's digital currency. I don't think your bank should be allowed to create a central bank's digital currency, because that's completely against what we are fighting for as the United States, a freedom world with a freedom currency like Bitcoin. And what will Europe say again? Meh. Yes, we will. We won't create a central bank's digital currency. We will postpone all the plans that we made for October. And then there is that Transparency Act, that first one. Okay, I don't really like that, but Europe is already doing that. You know, you need to do KYC, proof of address, and all that stuff if you want to buy Bitcoin in a regulated exchange, which most people, of course, will do, because also the banks now, because of all these bills that are being passed in the United States, all the banks will be allowed to become a custodial service for Bitcoin as well. So this will also flow over to Europe, and then in Europe they will say, yeah, we will integrate Bitcoin into our banking app because we think it's very safe that way. And then the normal people that always say, meh, those ones, they will all buy Bitcoin through use of their banking app. I don't care. Let them use Bitcoin through the banking app. In the end, they will understand that's not real Bitcoin, because they can't send the Bitcoins out of the banking app. There is only one bank at the moment that does the job right, and that bank is Revolut. I have tried it, I've tested it even, I've checked it, because my brother has a Revolut account. You can send Bitcoin to Revolut, you can keep it on Revolut, and you can even send it from Revolut to an external wallet. That is how the banks will handle it. So if you are a bank employee, go check Revolut, because they are handling it the right way. Guys, the passing of those 3 bills is massive news. I don't see any huge news organizations talking about it yet, but this is massive for Bitcoin, because it regulates the complete crypto and Bitcoin market and makes it more easy for normal people to get access to Bitcoin in a safe way. So it will increase the demand. Not maybe today or tomorrow, but probably next week or next month or next year or the coming decade. The demand for Bitcoin will grow tremendously, because everyone sees the results that they are making with Bitcoin. Everyone that takes profits will buy stuff, whatever it is, and all the people are asking themselves, how did you do that? I invested in Bitcoin. Oh yeah, that's very simple. I can do that as well in my banking app or whatever wanking app that you're using. but use it, do it, whatever, play around with it. That is the way to get you into Bitcoin and understand Bitcoin. Then that is your first step. The second step, third step, fourth step of education about Bitcoin, you can come to the Didi Bam Bam platform, didibambam.me. There's where we educate you completely about what Bitcoin really is and how you should really buy Bitcoin and use Bitcoin instead of through your banking app. But that's another story. Go there, didibambam.me. The links are all down below, guys. Amazing news for Bitcoin. Small step for a man, but huge step for mankind. That's how we should say it. We are doing that on the moon with Bitcoin to the moon, guys. Now, let's jump into the charts to show you how this is reflecting in the Bitcoin price, what is happening now, and what do I expect next. Are we going to go to 130K very soon? The first chart, guys, while I'm drinking some coffee, 4-hour chart is a really nice chart. Look, that green line I drew a couple of days ago is turning into support. It became support, we went up again, coming down to the midline of the Bollinger Band, which is around the 118K level. That could be a beautiful area for support, guys. And yeah, we could go sideways a little bit, you know, we could go sideways before the next liquidity pump comes in. I don't understand why we are not pumping already with all that bullish news, but there must be a reason, and sometimes you need to be patient. Like I said, we can go up and down, up and down. You create this new kind of beautiful band over here, you know, that we will move in between, and then from there again break out. Like, it always goes the same. It's like almost boring. We will go up and down, you know, up and down till we break out and retest, and then continue that move up. That's mostly how Bitcoin moves. So just get used to it. Every time here it was again, look up, down, up, down, up, down, till we break out, retest, bam, we go up. It's just the move, the dance move that Bitcoin, the dance move, that sounds really cool. That's the dance move that Bitcoin just is doing, guys. Now, if we go here to a day chart, let me see if my face still is on the right place. Yes, it is. If we go to a day chart, we can see it's doing really fine. You know, we had that cross over there I talked about a very long time ago. I said if that is a bullish cross, then we will move upwards again. Now we are moving upwards again. You know, you can see that line that I drew there. Oh, that's going to happen. Now that price is exactly following that line. The blue line above the green line is also very bullish. You know, when that blue line starts to cross that green line, we can expect a bigger dip again. But for now, everything seems fine. RSI on the daily still around the top area over there. Look, the last time we went above it, we came back to the line, we went higher again. So this is the kind of move that you can expect now again. It's not going to go in one straight line. It can go up and down a little bit and sideways sometimes before we make a next move. But I'm very happy with that new all-time high of 123,000 US dollar. On the weekly, we can see that the target I've been drawing for a long time was reached, found resistance. This next weekly candle is going to close in 2 days and 16 hours. Let's build that candle up this previous candle, like higher. The close should be higher than the close of the previous candle. That is then an amazing candle that's confirming the support on this area over there, and that's building structure to be able to go to that 160K target. Now, I saw something else on a really cool chart on Twitter. I'm going to share that as well, where you can see on this weekly inverse head and shoulder playing out. But I'm going to come back to that later in the charts section. Let's jump into that section over here. Bam. This is the first one, because all of the people on my timeline, when I posted yesterday, I said, hey, Ethereum is 3,400. I got a shitload of views and a shitload of response, what I normally don't get if I post something about Ethereum. But I did get, and the question, the most asked question was, when altcoin season? Now, let me be very clear. If altcoin season is not starting now, it will never start again. Because if you look at this chart, this is what always happens, guys. When we have bottomed out here around that 20 RSI, that is the moment we need to go all the way to 80 levels. This is where altcoin season will peak. That is how it normally plays out. Let's see over here, like for example, that run in 2022, this run last year in 2024, you know, when we went really massively crazy with the altcoins and everything was built on Solana, that was bottoming, was stopping. Here again, in between, a short-lived altcoin run, and altcoin season should be starting, guys. So yes, we are on our way to create an altcoin season, but if we don't do this, then I will not expect an altcoin season. But let's jump into Bitcoin, because I really like Bitcoin more than the altcoins. Now here is a beautiful chart of Bitcoin, guys. On this chart, you can see where we are at the moment. And if we compare this green box to the previous green boxes, 2021, that was the moment when we exploded. Here, the moment when we exploded. Here, the moment of the massive move. And every time it kind of is the same play, but in a different way. Okay, the diminishing cup we can see, of course. Here the cup is almost completely straight. So this is an indication, hey, we are arriving in this green box. We could go now for the parabolic phase to, for example, 160K. I don't believe in $1 million and all those crazy prizes. I don't think this cup is completely drawn in the right way. I think it should have been drawn a little bit more like this. So from there all the way to this one, and this would be the breakout. But let's see, guys. It's a chart that shows us, yes, we are nearing the last part. Don't look at the numbers, just look at which phase are we in now with Bitcoin. And if you look at 2017's bull market, this one, and the structure over there, this is almost the same structure. 2021, the double top, look, it had a pennant structure, and here the double top also. This is a parallel phase that we are in, and when we break out, we go high. Parallel phase, we broke out, we retested, we should go high now, guys. That is the phase we are in. Now, here you can see that also this one, the Titan of crypto, is agreeing with my target of 160K. The target was already called like years ago. I told you guys in the bear market bottom, 160K will be the top. Now, Titan of crypto now have made a chart that also agrees with me, because he's like, okay, we will touch this green line. That is where the bull market top will be. And probably somewhere here towards October, November, in my opinion. You can see here in the bottom, that's November. So somewhere over there, and that's exactly 160,000 US dollar. If we would like overperform, we would go into the green phase. We could even extend to 200K. Please understand, this is a chart from 2000 here, 23 to 4 to 5. So this is only the channel that we are following since mid 2022, guys. But if we keep following that channel since the midst of 2022, this should be the bull market target area over there. And if we do really well, we could go even to 200K. But for me, this top green, the top line of the yellow area, beginning of the green, would be somewhere over there, in my opinion, 160,000 US dollar. Amazing chart that is supporting my bull market top. Now, one more chart, that is this one. I told you I have another chart that really shows you what is happening at the moment to Bitcoin, and why 160K again is a very valid target. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder. 1 day chart over there, you can see it. If we would draw this, the top would be exactly 160K. And this is, of course, as all people know, the distance of the head. So if you calculate from the head to the neckline, put that there on top of the neckline, that is how you get the target. So the target should be somewhere around 160K. Amazing chart, guys. That were all the charts for today. I hope you enjoyed them. Give them a thumbs up, please. Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to 30,000 US dollar. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. I hope you really enjoyed those charts. If you did enjoy them, give them a thumbs up already, guys, because I really put a lot of effort in finding these charts, analyzing these charts. And yes, of course, there is this pressure on my shoulders. Am I gonna be right again? Because yes, my record has been really good, because yes, I was right all the time since 2017. That's why I'm still alive and traveling the world with a family of 5. Oh, that's a rhyme. Maybe I should make some more songs. No, I'm not gonna make songs. I will stick to what I know. Bitcoin, guys. And I love those charts. Short term, a lot of volatility. I'm gonna shoot the dog later after this video. Long term, guys, you zoom out. You look at that bigger picture. You're not buying Bitcoin today to sell it tomorrow. You're buying Bitcoin today to hodl 80% of your buy for the very long time, 20% or maybe 30%, you will sell around the bull market top, and that you will buy back again around the bear market bottom. So that's what I'm saying. If you structure your portfolio in the right way, you never feel too much stress. You buy one Bitcoin, for example, if that's still possible, but if you could buy one Bitcoin, I would definitely buy a Bitcoin now, because soon in the future you will never be able to buy one Bitcoin anymore. A full Bitcoin buying now is still a possibility. If that is, do it. If you buy that one, you hodl 0.7 Bitcoin forever. Just put it away forever. Pension fund. 0.3 Bitcoin, we're going to play around with. You're going to try to multiply that part. Maybe by using our trading strategy, you know, that makes 3.5% a month, which is around 45 to 50% a year, which would turn 0.3 into 0.45 Bitcoin within a year, and then a year after, even higher and higher. You keep compounding. So that's the way. Or you start to sell around the top, buy back around the bottom, sell around the top, buy back around the bottom. Either way, you're multiplying your 0.3 Bitcoin to 0.7 long-term storage. That is how I would do it, guys. My opinion. If you want to be more educated about all these kinds of strategies and structures, go visit didibambam.me. You will find all the information over there. Now, that were the charts. Let's quickly jump now into the inspirational quote. Bam. The inspirational quote has to do with a festival that I'm gonna visit very soon, Tomorrowland. I think you all saw what happened to the main stage of Tomorrowland. The main stage of Tomorrowland got completely burned down. This is a very sad event, as more than 2 years it was built with like 35 to 50 people, 2 years long, to create that massive stage. It should have been one of the most beautiful stages that ever existed, and it burned down during some tests. Completely gone. We are talking about Tomorrowland, one of the biggest festivals in the world, with more than 100,000 visitors starting today, guys, and the stage burned down 2 days ago. Now, the inspirational quote is about that event. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but it is in rising every time again when we fail. And I believe Tomorrowland is going to do exactly that. It will be one of the most epic festivals of Tomorrowland ever. And why? Because they won't allow themselves to fail. They will rise up again. They will come up with some creative idea or whatever it is, solution, to make all the people on this festival feel as one. We will survive. Even if the main stage burns down, we are not failing. We are rising again, and we are creating even a better experience, or maybe a really original, back to the past experience with the original stage. It doesn't really matter as long as the sound is good, the DJs are good, as long as the vibe is good. We don't need this beautiful stage. We had it, it's gone. We are not failing, we are rising again. And that is the most important thing in life, guys. Whenever you think you're failing, don't fail. Rise up again. Learn your lesson from the thing that happened to you. Rise up and improve and become a stronger version of yourself every time, again and again and again. I think Tomorrowland will do exactly that. I think they will rise up and they will come with something that nobody could ever expect, and it would be still a massive success. But that's my opinion. Let me know your opinion down below, what you think that's going to happen Tomorrowland. But also, guys, if you did enjoy this video, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news? What do you think about the charts? What do you think about that last quote? It's never possible to fail if you rise up every time again, guys. Let me know down below. I wish you an amazing weekend. It's already Friday. I hope it will be a volatile weekend. That's good for my algorithm, and also good for all the traders, and also good for the Bitcoin price. I wish you beautiful Saturdays and Sundays, and see you back next week again. Maybe I will do a live AMA this weekend. Let me see if I have the time. I will do that definitely. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing Friday and weekend. See you Monday or at that AMA. Bam.